radiologist had called his chest x-ray normal appearing. To me it looks like some fluid there, but that's what the radiologist said. We scanned his belly here, and radiologist said that there may have been like a little hematoma there, which is not a big deal and normal for surgery, but the radiologist didn't see anything else really extremely wrong or anything with the belly or complications of surgery, anything like that. His blood work is very significant for kidney failure. Normal creatinine is creatinine is the lab or the number that we go roughly for kidney function. Normal is about 0.6 to 1.5. His is about 3.3. So at least double what it should be. And that makes sense because, of course, I'd heard he hadn't been making urine for at least a day or so. So, okay, that alone is enough reason to keep him in the hospital and, watch things and make sure they get better. I wonder if, the kidneys are also responsible for metabolizing medicines, a lot of medicines. And so if the kidneys aren't working, you can often have levels of medicine build up in the system. So I wonder if that's why he's been acting a little goofy. He's been taking the Phenergan and the hydrocodone and things. And
well, he had, in the hospital, he was on the morphine pump, and he left yesterday, went straight home.
So
Which I didn't give him anything. I had to leave and left my grandson, and I told him, don't let him have nothing until I told him what time, about 6 o'clock, he could have, his morphine and hydro, and not to give him another morphine until the next day, but 6 hours on the hydros.
Now, I'm not 100% sure that that's what's made him a little goofy, but it could.
Yeah. Plus, I know oxygen levels, if it drops, that will make you goofy.
That's true. When the ambulance had found him, his blood pressure was low, and when he got here, the blood pressure was on the lower side. Different reasons for that, but that's a concerning sort of thing. We've given him some fluid, and the blood pressure has come up and it's better, and hopefully that's all there is, just low on fluid, could cause, could be hard on the kidneys, and that's why we're seeing all that and stuff, but it's not 100% clear. Thinking about infection, low blood pressure, the almost worst case scenario would be infection, and we haven't found any source of infection. The chest, again, no obvious pneumonia. The radiologist said it's normal. The urine looks normal too, and no big source of infection in the belly. I spoke with a surgeon who said, yes, bring him to the hospital, put him in the ICU, and I'll see him today. And he said, well, please call the hospitalist doctor or intensive care doctor, and run the case by them, and would want their input, their consult. So I talked to the ICU doctor, and you'll probably meet her too. And she was thinking about infection, could that be what's making these vital signs like this? And so it's not 100% clear everything that's going on, but what we do know, the kidneys, the function is twice what it should be. That's made some of his blood salts out of whack as well. The potassium's a little bit high. But now that we give him fluid and he's making a lot of urine, that's a good sign. And if the mental changes are due to medicine, we just won't give him anymore and he should get better. So that's kind of how we're approaching that anyway.